Hello, hello. Hey Gunter, how you doing, buddy? Come here. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, you love your daddy so much. Oh. Hey y'all, this is Anthropos. Let me get this little guy over here. And welcome to You Don't Know. Maybe a little bit more of a calm version of the show that I usually have. And I want to take a few minutes to speak with you. What's up? When I started this YouTube channel, I came to, after years of thought and determining this in my mind, I decided there were several things that I was not going to do. And one of the things I was going to not do is be like Josh Reeves. Josh Reeves is a conspiracy theorist who has a radio show, and he's been on the air for 10 years. What Josh Reeves does is dangerous. And several months ago, or probably 6 months ago or more, I determined that this young man's going to get himself killed. You know, well, I can go into the reasons why I don't think these other people are going to, get killed, even though they're exposing the truth and doing this and that. And so I had to be real with myself and think, well, why do I suspect that Josh Reeves is going to be killed? And I looked at all the information he was bringing to the fore about certain secret societies, the ultra right-wing Republican Council on Foreign Policy, CFP, all his discoveries about Scientology, the CIA, Freezoners, Hollywood, all these things. And really what Josh Reeves is guilty of is connecting the dots. And so I don't have to connect the dots because Josh Reeves has done it for me. And it's not just a perception thing. He has discovered things that are very troubling. And that's why I don't recommend that you watch Josh Reeves. I really don't. I can't, in all faith, recommend that. Because the truth is, you ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for the information that he has. And there are people and agencies and groups here on the earth that don't want you to have that information. Because Josh Reeves connects the dots. And one of the core missions, or one of the precepts of this mission I put together, the intent of my YouTube channel and everything is, first of all, I'm not a whistleblower. I don't point the finger in general at people. I'm not blaming others and stuff like that, but I do find all of this very fascinating, all of these different conspiracy theories, but also mostly what I call the Earth mysteries. That's really what my channel You Don't Know is about. Earth mysteries, megalithic ruins, elongated skulls, the Ghost Light Road phenomenon of East Texas. I don't talk about black helicopters, or Uncle Sam's out to get you, or FEMA camps, or anything like that. That doesn't mean none of that stuff is real. I just choose not to talk about these things too much. Of course, they come up with the authors that I interview and stuff like this, but I don't. And there's one or two topics that I avoid altogether, and I'm just not going to mention them. Just think of the deepest, darkest, most troubling, conspiracy theories you could think of having to do with younger people, and you know what that is, and the various names for it, and I don't touch that with the 10-foot pole. Number one, because I kind of don't want it in my psyche. I don't want to have the reputation as being known for talking about these things. Advertisers and sponsors run away from things like this, but on top of all these things, I really don't want to get killed. All right, there it is. I don't want to get killed. And so if that makes me less of a hardcore conspiracy theorist, then so be it. Okay? So here's the deal with Josh Reeves. I started to myself predicting Josh Reeves, the assassination of Josh Reeves. Oddly enough, now Josh Reeves is predicting his own assassination. He's gotten many calls over the years, but he got a call just several months ago saying, you don't know what you've stumbled onto. And his film that he's already released, The Spellcasters, is damning enough. That's why I definitely don't, suggest you listen to any of the interviews about it or buy it or anything like that. I can't in all good faith recommend that. But now he's got Spellcasters 2 coming out, and it just blows the lid off of everything. And he has even become scared about what he is doing. He knows that he has connected the dots, and he has done 10 years of assiduous work looking into these things, but he's also in a way stumbled onto some things, just like that voice on the phone told him. And if he doesn't quit what he's doing, he's going to get killed. And that's not just my opinion. And I was thinking about making this video a couple of months ago, but that was before Josh Reeves started predicting his own assassination. This is very, heavy stuff. So I'm going to right now, play excerpts from a podcast that he released on the 17th of this month, just the other day, 10/17/17, and share some of this information with you and show you the fact that he himself is afraid of being assassinated. Stand by. Alright, so I promised to, show you this evidence that Josh Reeves himself is predicting his own demise.
Just freaked me the fuck out, I'm not gonna lie to you.
So
because Paul decided he was going to do. Go look at the timeline of this. It's bizarre, like how quickly right on top of each other all this happened. Paul said he was going to come out with his own version of Let It Be, called Let It Be Naked. Of course, he waited until after, of course, George Harrison was dead, because George would have never fucking stood. Who controls Tom Petty's music after? Who knows? Maybe his wife. I don't know. But the fact, look at this. And then the other one nobody's really mentioning. I think there was a third thing that they tried to do that weekend and failed, and that was with Marilyn Manson. By the way, when I was talking about the whole thing, like the CIA, FBI, B.B. King, Matt Busby, Doris Day, again, she was also said to be replaced. And Doris Day ties into the whole Manson thing that ties into this story I'm weaving with MK Ultra, and it's mind-boggling. And Fall and Charles Manson and the whole Beach Boys thing and the CIA and Doris Day's son, Terry Melcher, and the whole Manson. It's just, it's absolutely fucking... I basically, for lack of a better term, had a nervous breakdown. I'm feeling better talking about this today than I was yesterday. To be honest with you, I didn't know up until recently if I was going to continue or not, and if I was even going to put out this Spellcaster 2. When all this stuff with Tom Petty and then the shooting and then my friend, all this stuff, compiling up on me, it's really just freaked me the fuck out. I'm not going to lie to you. Sorry about that. The chair rolled away again. There it's going again.
Okay, in less than a minute, he's going to say it for the first time. For the first time on his show. I think, as far as I know. You can almost hear him becoming emotional right now. Look at all the long pauses.
I'm not going to lie to you, folks. A lot of the stuff I've come across and I'm putting in this film, I'm telling you the honest God fucking truth. This is not bullshit. This is not, ego or me trying to puff this up. I'm onto some shit here, and I found some shit nobody else has.
Yeah, he found shit that nobody else has.
And when I put this out, it's just a matter of time till they kill him. That's the realization I came to after all this stuff popped off all at once, and I started realizing what I was truly onto with this, especially with the fall stuff and just all of it. 3 or 4 different things I figured out. Nobody else has figured out where I'll put it. If it was just one of these things, okay, maybe not. I've got 3 or 4 or 5 things that are going to be in this movie that are probably going to get me killed.
Second time he said.
And that's been my dilemma. That's why I've been on hiatus. That's why on top of us not reaching, us not reaching our goals, all that rest of the stuff, it just compounded this. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Everything I've done in the last 10 years has been completely selfless. To the detriment of my life, to the detriment of my well-being, to the detriment of everything. I have 100% put the truth and this work and everything number one before everything else in my life, period, including my own health. And at some point, anybody who's not completely batshit crazy out of their mind is going to eventually say, enough is enough, and is this really worth it?
Is it really worth it to give myself?
Because I got no problem dying for my beliefs and dying for what I believe in if it's going to be worth it. If that's... But God damn it, man, with the exception of a very few of you out there, I'm just having doubts of whether or not this is fucking worth it or not.
He's having a lot of money problems.
You don't support my work, most of you. The few that you do, I'm grateful for you, and I love you and appreciate you more than you'll ever know. But when it's the minority of people who actually contribute, who actually want to see us do huge things here that can fucking change the whole mindset of what people think they know and believe about this crap.
That's what's dangerous.
And I know they're going to kill me for it.
I know they're going to kill me for it.
And I'm just still wondering if I just don't, I'm just wondering if it's worth it, man. It's been heavy on my mind. I almost didn't come back.
Okay, he almost didn't come back. He's been having a lot of financial problems. YouTube has taken away the money that these guys used to get just for getting views and all this stuff. So everyone's having to scramble to monetize their YouTube channels and stuff like this. Well, the conspiracy genre on YouTube, which is one of the biggest genres, has this weird deal where they're looking for the bad guys. Well, what do all the bad guys have in common? They got money. They got all the money. They got big money. So it's somehow become a deal within this conspiracy genre, the false idea that to make money is bad, or to make money off of this stuff, because you're a sellout if you make money. I totally refute that. I don't speak about it that often, but I do have one of the top marketing teams in the world, and we are discerning and figuring out ways to monetize this YouTube channel and get people into the continuity funnel, get people resonating with my lifestyle and stuff like that. So I have no secret about that, and I don't have any shame in being able to pay my rent. Okay, obviously I pay my rent now in a different way than making these videos for y'all to enjoy, because I haven't made a dime off of it yet. But you don't hear me complaining about it like this guy's always complaining, because this is how he makes his living. Well, that's all coming crashing down, and they work on donations, believe it or not. He and Miles Johnston and some other people that I really respect get their money from fucking donations, if you can believe that shit. Okay, that's not a business plan, all right? So anyway, I don't want to get too far into that. Let's listen to a few more minutes of Josh Reeves. Don't know if we'll have time to get into the meat and potatoes. I think I've already established that the young man feels like he's going to be assassinated for the work that he's doing if he continues to do it. And like I said, I wholeheartedly concur. I am here right now predicting the assassination of Josh Reeves before he has died. And I was going to do that a few months ago, but I stalled or decided to put it off for some reason. But now he's predicting his own death, his own demise. And so I'm coming forward now and giving you some of this information, and I'm not going to be giving you all of the information. You'd have to go to Josh Reeves to get that yourself, but I will give you a few excerpts just to prove this guy has he has put all the pieces of the puzzle together. He has connected the dots. He has purposely, inadvertently, or stumbled upon, whatever you want to call it, some really scary and dark shit. Okay, stand by.